What's going on, everyone? Welcome to American Family Made. I'm Nicholas Bills, and I'm going to finish off our hexagon shelves video. Got two of them right here. So I'm just going to real quick show the sanding and staining process. What I do, everyone does everything a little bit different, so just take it what it is. And yeah, so I'm just going to sand these with my palm sander. I believe I'm using, I'll tell you here in a second, 120 grit sandpaper. I'm going to sand with the grain on them, and then I'll stain with the grain as well when I stain it. Stain that I'll be using is honey. And it's literally called honey. I know it might be hard for you to see just because it's all covered up, but that's the color I like. I also used it on my floating shelves that are in our bathroom upstairs that are holding our towels, which was a good project. I'll be doing one of those here soon too, because we should be getting a sound bar for our TV. And I'm going to make a floating shelf for that. Before anyone else asks, the tennis ball that I have hanging in here is so when my wife pulls her car in and the tennis ball touches her windshield, she knows to not pull any farther forward before she hits something. So I'm going to bring the sander over here, get everything set up, and then we'll... Alright, so got my palm sander out here. Just a nice little sander actually. It's Velcro. I like it because it's easy to switch out the sandpaper. And it's not too much of a hassle. I do eventually want to get a belt sander because those things help with larger projects. So for this, easy way this is going to be done. I'll be holding it. Alright, now it's all nice and sanded. What you're going to want to do is you can take a wet, damp cloth and you can wipe off all the excess dust. This is pretty good. As you see, it has a bag on its back, so it does a pretty good amount of sucking all the dust off. But I could use my air compressor and just do a couple. Blow it off real quick. So I'm going to set it up for staining and I'll get right back. Alright, got it all set up here. Let me grab my roll of paper towels, which doesn't look like I have. Oh, there they are. They're right over here, right in front of me. Alright, I'll show you why I'm going to use those roll of paper towels here in a second. So you can apply the finish using one of these spun brushes if you want, or you could use a cloth. I've seen people use paper towels. I've tried using paper towels, don't like it because sometimes it leaves back some of the paper towel as you're staining. You can use an old sock. I've done that before, that works out good. If you're using a rag and stuff like that, you don't want to wear gloves, that way it doesn't get all messy. I don't wear gloves just because it doesn't bother me that much. I think my kids are deciding whether to either come out here or not. And when I'm staining with the green, then give it a nice good finish. If you're going to do multiple coats, you might want to sand between the grain or between the coats, because when you apply anything, stain, when wood gets wet, the surface rises back up, so it makes it feel that really rough feeling, especially when you're doing polyurethane. I did a little experiment to see, what was the big purpose of like sanding in between coats, and I found the wood does rise, and so that's why you want to sand between coats. After you're done staining, you want to wait at least 24 hours before you decide to hang this up or use it, just because you want to give that stain plenty of time to dry and actually go into the wood. Now you can leave the stain on as is, or you can, there's the side was missing, or you can, what I'm going to do, you can wipe it down with a paper towel. Now it doesn't leave it as dark. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a lighter finish. Alright, so I gotta undo you guys right here. I had you hanging up. So there it is, all done. Nice finish on it, nice sand, and yeah, now I only have 4 more to go. Now I did overcompensate a little bit. I'm gonna have a lot of extra pieces, so what I'm gonna end up doing is building the rest of them, staining them, and then I am probably going to sell them. Now the problem I ran into last night, well, I only have 2 done and not more, I ran out of duct tape. So if you're going to use the duct tape to hold these together while you glue them, make sure you grab plenty of duct tape. And yeah, thanks for watching this build. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys want to try this build. Thanks for watching American Family Made. Go check out the Instagram for the final picture you'll see of these hung up on the wall at the Manser's house. Oh, real quick before I go, how I'm hanging them up on the wall, I'm going to put a pocket hole using my pocket jig on the bottom and the top of each shelf so they can just screw it into the wall. The screws will be hidden and it should give it a pretty good support. Now if these had a back to them, I would do a French cleat, which I might show in another video how to do that. But for right now, that's how I'm going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.